Will you lose weight and improve your health if you fast for 16 hours every single day? And that's actually called time-restricted eating. Well, a new study just came out saying that there is absolutely no benefit to fasting for 16 hours every single day. So in this video, I want to go over the study. I want to go over the key takeaways because I personally, me and my wife have been fasting on a regular basis for over 10 to 12 years. We've got tremendous results from it. It's been life-changing for me. It helps me control my weight and improve my blood work. It really has improved my health. Plus, if you're new to my channel, my name is 𝘾𝙊𝘾𝙃. I've been a fitness trainer and gym owner for over 30 years. I've helped thousands of people lose weight and just get into fantastic shape. I put so many of my personal training clients on like a 16, 18-hour intermittent type fasting protocol, and they've done so incredibly well. They've lost weight, they've improved their health. So let's go over the study. We're gonna go over the key takeaways, like what you can learn from this study. And then towards the end of the video, I'm gonna explain how you can fast for 16 hours, either every day or intermittently, and lose weight and improve your health. Let's go over the study and see what we can learn from it. Now, the researchers took 116 overweight, obese individuals, and they split them up into two groups. Okay, one group did a 16-8 time-restricted eating protocol for 12 weeks, meaning that they fasted for 16 hours, and then they took in all their calories within an 8-hour eating window. But the researchers told them they can eat as much food as they want during the 8 hours, and they can eat any food they want, okay, as long as they did it within the 8-hour eating window. Then they took a control group, which just had pretty much no rules. They were eating 3-4 meals a day. They can eat all day long. They could pretty much eat as much food as they want. And then they measured some results after 12 weeks. And actually, both groups did lose weight after 12 weeks. Now, the time-restricted eating group, the people who fasted for 16 hours, lost a little bit more weight, but it was statistically insignificant, the researchers said. Okay, so from this, and they also did obviously blood work, and there were really no improvements in insulin and, and blood sugar, the things that you would expect when you would follow, say, a time-restricted eating, protocol. Like when I put a personal training client on a 16-day protocol, I want them to lose weight. I want them to burn body fat. I want their insulin levels to be low. I want them to increase their insulin sensitivity. I want their blood sugar. I want their blood work to come back better. Like, for example, my blood work improved tremendously when I started doing a 16-8 intermittent fasting protocol. My triglycerides, my cholesterol actually went way down. That's the number you want to be lower. My HDLs, my high density lipoproteins went up when I followed a 16-day protocol. So that's what you're looking for. You're looking to lose weight and improve your health from a 16-8 diet, protocol. Now, but there was also something a little interesting too. The researchers also said that some people within the 16-8 group lost a lot of weight. Some people gained weight. It was all over the place, which says to me that I think some participants just ate less and other people just ate way too much food during their 8-hour eating window. And that's the #1 takeaway from this study. If you want 16-8 to really work for you, you really have to keep an eye on how many calories you're eating. Calories really do count. But I have to say, from my own experience in putting so many people on a 16-day protocol, most people automatically eat less food if they only have an 8-hour eating window. I don't know why in this study, maybe because the people were in the study, some people said, I can eat as much food as I want, and they kind of overdid it. While other people just said, I'm just gonna eat normally within the 8 hours and just automatically ate less. So that's the #1 takeaway. If you wanna get results with 16-8, you can't just gorge yourself for 8 hours straight. Okay, now the second thing with this study I find kind of interesting, because I have read numerous other studies showing all the benefits of, say, a 16-hour fast, a 20-hour fast. There are some other studies showing benefits. For example, There's one study I like to reference all the time. This was a study done on weightlifters. So these are people already in pretty good shape. And they had two groups. Like one group followed a 16-8 eating protocol where they took in 3 meals within 8 hours, whereas the other group just ate the same 3 meals, like same calories, same macronutrients, same amount of protein, fats, and carbohydrates, but they did it like 3 meals, like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And after a couple of months, the weightlifters who restricted their calories to only an 8-hour eating window lost more body weight, lost more body fat, improved those numbers I'm talking about. They had all like true health improvements. So what that tells me is that if you're like really obese, unfortunately, if you're really overweight, you're most likely like insulin resistant, you might be pre-diabetic, you may have some like metabolic syndrome type issues. So maybe a 16-hour fast, especially if you're eating whatever you want, is just not enough. You're not gonna get the benefits from it. Okay, so this is what I like to tell you. If you wanna try 16-8 and you wanna lose weight and you wanna improve your health, this is how I would do it. This is exactly what I would tell, say, a new personal training client who comes to me. Okay, first of all, instead of eating as much food as you want during the 8-hour eating window, I would say the first thing you should do is just limit yourself to 2 meals within the 8-hour eating window. That's a great way to do it. So that's gonna reduce your calories right there. Secondly, if you can switch to more of a low carb, whole natural food diet, I'm telling you, you are going to do incredible. Okay? Because low carb, I think for most people is the best way to go. So for example, like a typical dinner would be you have 2 vegetables, like high fiber vegetables, like a cauliflower and string beans, and then have a nice good piece of protein, piece of salmon, high in omega-3s. That's how you have to eat. You have 2 meals like that a day. I guarantee after 12 weeks, you're gonna be considerably lighter. You're gonna be lighter in weight. You're gonna be burning body fat. And I know you're gonna have improvements in insulin and fasted glucose levels. You're gonna have real, true health improvements after 12 weeks if you eat like that. Just think about it. If you're fasting for 16 hours, you're keeping your insulin levels low, and then you're just gorging yourself for 8 hours eating processed foods, you're gonna gain all the benefits you got from the 16 hours. I put so many people on a protocol like this, and I wouldn't say it's 100% successful, but I would say most people, if they actually really do it, will do incredibly well eating low carb, whole natural foods, 2 meals a day within their 8-hour eating window. Give it a try. I know it'll work. Now, if you want to follow a real structured program, I have a video that maps out a 4-week program that tells you exactly what you're going to eat, exactly how to do like a 16-8 intermittent fasting program. I know you're going to find it helpful. Check it out. If you have any questions about it, let me know.